keluar.
Ricun Regional dan Sao Hoyo.
Ya, 3-2. Masih tipis. Keluaran angka kedua pasang.
Ya.
Tanggung. Racing yang
Di Selandaka, di Banyumas itu juga menonton pertandingan ini.
Iya. Pasti udah menghubungi Anda ya.
Iya.
Tanggung.
Tahan.
Ya, masih
Luar
Kembali
biasa.
bisa.
Kembali.
yang tinggi ya.
Awas.
Oh.
Ya. Dan keluar. Tampak kena
Pukulan akrobatiknya.
Kita lihat pukulan di belakang punggung. Iya.
Hanya orang-orang istimewa ya, sepertinya
saya sering.
Ya, sering.
Saya
Sering luput tapi.
Sering gagal.
Oh, iya.
Yes.
Baik sekali ini. Ya. Mudah-mudahan
tidak terjadi lagi.
Tahan. Out. Ya.
Sayang.
Saya yakin sama dengan yang Anda sedang menyaksikan saat ini. Tipis di net kita lihat. Awas.
Tanggung. Harus kembali fokus tentunya.
Ya.
Keluar.
Oh my goodness.
11-8.
That's outrageous. He missing the shuttle. Knew it was going wide. But look how quick he is. Well, there's a lot of showboating going on at the moment.
Service over. Fighting.
Ambitious to try and take that round the head. Yes, well worked. String's gone in the racket, yeah. Did well.
40.
Great attack. Brilliant. Oh yes. Oh, what an angle on the final shot. The shuttle fell long. Sukamujo towards his opponents, yeah. Malaysia is questioning the service judge. No, it's not called. It's not called. Well, that was a bit of showboating. Deliberately missed it, and the shuttle landed in.
Fighting. 12.
That's the problem with showboating. You can look a bit of a chump. moment ago. Couldn't think off the top of my head the last time that. Brilliant. On my word.
Match point 17. Go.
Oh, Gobi Shem. Can't believe it wasn't called. Now there's an exchange.
Sanjaya.
Yeah, good umpiring. Get the Indonesians away from entering the argument. Oh, this is a bit provocative, isn't it? From Sukamuljo. Sukamuljo doesn't want the shuttle changed. Oh, this is all getting very heated. Very, very heated.
Done. Done.
Now the umpire needs to take control here. Now, I don't know what the umpire has said. He's getting out a card.
Come here.
He's going to give him a yellow
Warning
card.
for misconduct.
But we couldn't hear the umpire giving the warning. Now, for Finaldi, there's another great serve. From wide. And in their first ever semi-final, they convert it into a final. Well, no shaking hands from Tamwi Kayong with Kevin Sanjaya. Sukamuljo, he walked straight past him, refused to shake hands.
And here come Indonesia yet again. Not the strongest challenge you'll ever see coming in from Mohamed Amri. Needed to be a little bit stronger than that. Oh, here comes Malaysia. It's opened up for them. It's a great chance. Nur Sharul gives Malaysia the 1-goal lead, and it came from absolutely nothing because Indonesia were going forwards. It broke down and they hit at lightning pace. A great bit of work there from Mohamed Safi on the edge of the box. Not very greedy. Looked up, saw Nur Sharul in acres and acres of space and says, go on, son, give us the lead. You have the ball. And he made absolutely no mistake and scores his first of this tournament and his first in this game.
Well, Paul, this is very interesting because it did come off a counter-attack. It was 2v2. I mean, look at that. Safi Salih ever so aware, beating the defender and then giving the defender, the covering defender the look before playing it to Nur Sharul. And how about this for composure? Do I need to hit it first time? No, I'll tee it up and half volley it into the back of the net. Super, super counter-attack. And I don't think Indonesia will complain about that. They've had the lion's share of the ball, but it's the goal that Malaysia has scored.
Exactly, and it's come totally against the run of play. We saw the shot stats earlier. It's a long-range shot, drilled in. Gonzalez tries to flick it goal-bound.
Well, Paul, we did say, the strikers are playing as a pair, and we saw earlier in an attack where Safi Salih played Nur Sharul through, who was unfortunately flagged offside. But this time around, there was absolutely no doubt about that. Good partnership. Talk about strikers hunting in pairs, Paul. That's a perfect example.
Another opportunity here. Nur Sharul, his touch just let him down on that occasion, but here comes Gonzalez, who's had to drop very, very deep to pick this ball up, looking to bring others into play. Mohamed Ridwan. Well, what can you say about that? Just stepping over the ball.
And this is the big difference there, Paul. I mean, there is composure in the Malaysian side, whether they're in possession or when they are making tackles. No blind tackles, no unnecessary fouling. Just overhit there a little bit for Kunalan. But the two banks of four, Paul, 4 defenders, 4 midfielders for Malaysia, working really, really well as a team. And for Indonesia now, they'll have to step up the tempo.
Not like that, because that was absolutely awful from the skipper, Firman Utinak, giving the ball away. Searching ball, drilled, crossbound by Mohamed Amri, just too far. So 20 minutes gone. Is Malaysia, they currently lead by 1-0.
Well, again there, Paul, I mean, the amount of space that Safi Salih has found there, trying to chase that diagonal ball. You would expect the Indonesian defenders to be closer to him, to be closer to the ball.
Again, just flip forwards, and they have got willing runners, but the quality's not there at the moment. Aniani not really reading that one.
Well, Paul, I was saying earlier, I didn't have a chance to finish my set. I mean, it's interesting the path that Indonesia have taken because, they've looked within the region. Don't forget they took Peter With after he'd won the AFF Championship with Thailand. Now they've taken Alfred Riedler, who's won it with Vietnam. And interesting now, I mean, for a country with, almost a billion in population.
Well, on the burst going down the right is Mohamed Nasuha. Whipped into the box, it's an own goal. Asaruddin couldn't clear his lines. It was awkward, and you can see there a little wily smile. There's nothing you could do about that. Great work down the wing, it does have to be said, from Mohamed Nasuha. Maybe a little bit too easy to get to that byline, but then the little jump over and the little skip from Irfan Haris just stepped over the ball, and it gave Asaruddin absolutely no chance. He just has to react, put his leg there, and it goes in the back of the net.
Well, Paul, if we see that again, we can't really fault him for that because, that is one, challenge that should not have come in. And then the dummy, yes, we will see that again.
He's gone flying into that.
No, there's no reason to go flying. Just go with your man. It's going to be a 2 against 1.
Well, it's closing down, but again, no nonsense from Mohamed Fadli. Just mopping up, clearing up, keeping possession. This is good from Malaysia.
That's the difference, isn't it, Paul? I mean, any other defender would have launched it forward. Mohamed Fadli plays it back into midfield. And we see that again, once again, looking for the
Gonzalez on the edge. Sorry, Chevy, slip. Gonzalez pulls the trigger and finds the corner. Gonzalez given far too much time and space. A little slip there from, it looked like Mohamed Muslim. That looked as though it was the little slip that could prove costly. But take nothing away from Christian Gonzalez, winning only his 3rd cap today. He picks his spot in that far corner, pulls the trigger. It's his first international goal in the red colour for Indonesia. There's the slip that just cost him. My oh my, doesn't he finish it well?
Well, he certainly does, Paul. He just passes it into the back of the net. Wrong foots Mohamed Muslim, who should have been closer in my opinion, but it all resulted from Amri Yahya giving the ball away in midfield, and the counter-attack was gone. And Gonzalez found a little bit of space, but yes, credit to him. Excellent finish. You don't have to smash them, Paul. Just pass them into the back of the net as Gonzalez did.
Absolutely.
I mean, that will change the complexion of this game. But well done. Again, once again, well defended. Unfortunately, as soon as you say that, Muslim gives the ball away.
Spread out wide. Took the ball out there to Mohamed Ridwan, who just keeps possession. Zulkifli. Ridwan looks for a little give and go, and he gets in behind the defence, slots it home, and that's goodbye Malaysia. Another defensive error cost them dearly. A lovely little bit of interchange and passing between Mohamed Ridwan, Zulkifli and Irfan Batim, and it was Mohamed Ridwan that got in behind, took his time, picked his spot, and gives Indonesia what surely is an unassailable lead.
Indeed, Paul, we were saying the next goal was going to be important. You said the 3rd goal will settle the Indonesians down, and they have gotten in. But again, credit to Mohamed Ridwan. Turns on the ball. The give and go here is very important. The defender gets very, very sloppy on that occasion, Mohamed Fadli. And Paul, I mean, yes, this centre-back is young, but he will learn. Got attracted towards the player, really, allowing that space. And a sloppy goal to give away, but full credit to Mohamed Ridwan. Finished like a striker, even though he's a right fullback.
Didn't go in for that far corner where it looked as though he was going to go to his left, but changed his foot. I'd just call you that, Chef, that would be fine.
Indeed.
That's about the extent of my bahasa, so we'll move swiftly on. Long ball switch right, Asaruddin getting caught in possession. It's got to be the final nail in the coffin, and yes it is. And it's the man who has just stepped onto the pitch, Arif Suyono, who slots it home after poor defending yet again from Malaysia. Asaruddin this time couldn't do anything about the deflection for the first goal, but really got it wrong on that one, and that is 4-1 for Indonesia, and there is absolutely no way back for Malaysia in this game now.
Well, certainly it's game over, Paul, you know, and you've got to look at that, you know, Arif coming on as a substitute, and look at this, it's a long diagonal ball, no problems. What does he try to do, Paul? He tries to control it, you know, just get it out of that danger area, be safe, you know, good defenders would have put their boot through the ball. Asraduddin tries to control it very nicely for Arif, and Arif on the other hand, and you can see the frustration on Safiq's face. I mean, the midfield has worked extremely hard, and you can't forgive individual errors like that. And credit, I mean, Asraduddin has had a very good game, Paul, but unfortunately, you don't make mistakes like that. Yes, it's late in the game. That is where concentration has to be of the highest level. Tired legs, lost concentration.
Love their football, and as reigning champions, well, the celebrations and the scenes that we saw after the last edition of this competition in 2008 in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, all over Vietnam was unbelievable. Could be another goal here though. That's a great ball whipped into the far post, and he's got his goal, and no one deserves it more than him. His first international goal for Indonesia. Irfan Bahdim came sliding in at the far post, sparks up a cigar to the fans and also to his teammates. But if there is one player who thoroughly deserves that goal today, it's this man, Irfan. Worked tirelessly, great quality delivered ball in there. Maniani Okto asked the question of the defenders and the goalkeeper, and coming in at the far post, Irfan makes no mistake.
Well, Paul, you know, he's played it into that area, and he's invited Irfan to come and make contact with the ball. Credit to Okto, but you cannot deny Irfan the goal that he deserves for all the hard work that he has put in. Yes, Paul, you know, we can look at defenders, but to me, that ball played in by Okto had goal written all over it. And yes, it is a 5-1 result. And Indonesia, for me, as I say, Paul, will get stronger and stronger in this competition.
That's probably a little bit flattering to Indonesia, because the Malaysians did give a good account of themselves.
They did have a couple more opportunities and a couple of chances of their own. A little handshake there between Alfred Riedel and Raja Gopal, and just saying, look, I'm sorry that we beat you by 5, but my team is here and we're serious.
Diego Michel, Okto Baniani, Egy Melgiansyah, Hendro 442. Adakah yang berubah?
Ya, yang berubah Dirga Lasut.
Putih konkret. Di tengah ada konkret Tawikan, Sarah Yoyen, Pokau Anan, Natarit, Tama Rosopon, dan di depan tentunya Isara Pong. Yang pemirsa adalah pertandingan kick-off babak pertama antara Indonesia menghadapi Games 2011 Grup A. Pertandingan yang sangat menentukan bagi kedua negara. Thailand di pertandingan pertama dikalahkan oleh Malaysia dengan skor 1-2. Tawikan, pemain berusia 20 tahun, telah lakukan mudah saja. Oh, sebuah upaya yang sedikit mengganggu Kurnia Mega dilakukan oleh